I'm Courtney Poulos, and I'm here with Big U. This is Big U.
Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure to have you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you could take the time out of your very busy schedule to join us today on The American Dream. Will you start by telling people who you are and what you're currently doing?
My name is Eugene, Big U Henley. I'm from the Crenshaw community. We specialize in servicing all the communities in our area. We offer gang intervention, we offer community resources, we do tutoring, we have sports, we do now housing. We try to do housing, and then our major thing now that we're moving into is dealing with foster care.
Okay.
You know, so we're trying to focus now on young people who are in foster care, and because it's grown so much in our community. So
the organization that you started is called Developing Options?
Developing Options, yes.
And we can find that online at developingoptions.org?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, so Developing Options, it really has a lot of, fingers in a lot of areas that the community needs. Mm-hmm. With regard to housing, are you working on homelessness issues, or tell me more about the housing component?
Well, housing for homelessness is different, and then there's what you do.
Mm-hmm. So, real estate investing and financial education.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And we need your help on that.
Okay, you got mine.
Okay. So,
I'm in.
But as far as the housing and dealing with the homelessness, yeah, we're actually involved in the mayor's program.
I've heard a lot of positive things about your involvement in the community, but I'd like to introduce to the audience who you are and what your history is here, because you have a fascinating history.
Yeah. I grew up here. I grew up not too far from here, walking distance on Arlington and Slauson. And I come from this community. I went to Crenshaw High School. And unfortunately, I went down a rough road, unfortunately past, got involved with gangs in the streets and hustling, and was incarcerated for a time. And I think it was right before that I found my purpose. And I knew when I came home, I wanted to do whatever I can do to help improve our community. So I had the idea to do a nonprofit.
Tell us some of the things that Developing Options does. What does it offer?
Well, we try to service every part of the community.
Okay, tell me more.
So let me say that. So what that takes us into almost everything, from housing. Right now we deal with homelessness. We're dealing with housing. Well, I think we were best known for our influence in the gang and dropping the gang violence down in LA to about 40% lower than it was. And the lowest it's been since 1966 when the Crips and Bloods started. So we've been most recognized for that, but we deal with education. We have a major tutoring program, and we have a sports program that deals with football, track, baseball. We have basketball, but what I like to do is take sports as a tool that I know kids want to do it. Mm-hmm. And if I know I can keep a kid in some kind of sports throughout the year, it keeps them off the street.
Right. Right.
2-3 hours playing sports or studying or practicing for sports keeps them 2-3 hours from running the streets and looking at houses, breaking houses, whatever they do. Okay. So we do this banquet with the kids, and it's more of an award show. Okay. So we give our people awards for helping the community and things that they do in their own community. So we pick a different celebrity, and we pick like maybe 1 or 2 different companies. Like it probably could be yours, and then we honor them for the work that they're doing.
Thank you so much for your time today. Will you please tell us all where we can find your nonprofit and how we can contribute? As a real estate company, I would love to be able to encourage my peers and colleagues and those of us who serve this community in a business way to contribute to what's going on here.
You can reach us at developingoption.org or developingoption.com. We have a website that you guys can donate to, but more than anything, it's time. More than anything that we would like to have from people, even than money, is TIME. The time to come out and speak to people, the time that people can actually see you. I can get a classroom here, and I can get a room full of people for you to talk to. Mm-hmm. That's more important than you saying, I want to give this, I want to give that. But time, in this conversation we're having, could spark something in somebody's brain.
Right. Thank you so much, Big U, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll catch you next time on The American Dream.